For weird things that will make a girl want you more. Men do not understand how women think, and vice versa, each tries to make the other act more like a member of their own sex. To begin, if you have a deep understanding of women, the characteristics we will be discussing in this article are likely to appear normal to you. However, for the average man who still relies on romance novels and Hollywood for insights into women, these traits may come across as peculiar. Why is that? It's because they defy common intuition. This happens because most men haven't taken the time to observe themselves and the women around them, leading them to hold an idealized perception of what it takes to make a girl like them. In this discussion, we will rectify and shed light on some key misconceptions that many men often have when it comes to attracting a girl. With that in mind, here are 4 intriguing traits that women find appealing, which you can use to distinguish yourself from the majority of men. 1. The willingness to turn away. Imagine this scenario. You find yourself at a party with your friends and by some stroke of luck, you end up engaged in a conversation with an incredibly attractive woman. It's evident that there is a certain chemistry between the two of you. Typically, most men in this situation would become so excited that they would stick to the girl throughout the entire night, eagerly securing her phone number to maintain contact. If you happen to be skilled at keeping conversations engaging, you might succeed in captivating her attention for the entire evening. However, there is a good chance that both of you will eventually grow tired of each other's company. But here's an alternative approach that most men wouldn't consider. Around halfway through the conversation, once you're confident that there is a genuine connection, you inform her that it was a pleasure meeting her but you need to catch up with your friends. Later on, you arrange to meet her again and obtain her contact details. Consider the impact this approach would have on her perception of you. Firstly, you have successfully conveyed a sense of security. By suggesting that she is free to enjoy herself and interact with anyone at the party without it bothering you, you create an impression of confidence. Secondly, you have tantalized her with a taste of something she will desire more of in the future. Your greatest power in seduction is your ability to turn away, to make others come after you, delaying their satisfaction. 2. Hard truths. A significant number of men are hesitant to be completely honest when trying to make a girl like them. They believe that agreeing with her frequently will win her over. While there is some truth to this notion, it is not as simple as it seems. Here's a crucial point to understand: women appreciate men who are honest, independent thinkers, and unafraid to express differing opinions. It demonstrates that the man is not excessively needy. However, the manner in which you communicate your points and disagreements is paramount. Just because a girl desires your honesty does not mean you should transform into a total jerk around her. Finding common ground with someone remains one of the most effective ways to foster likability. The key here is to strike a balance. You don't want to be the overly agreeable guy who becomes irritating, nor do you want to be the insincere guy striving too hard to prove he's a bad boy. Emphasize shared interests, but when the occasion calls for honesty, express your differing ideas respectfully and intelligently. For example, if she says something offensive, address it and explain why her remark was inappropriate. This will demonstrate that you have personal standards, and actions like these will showcase your maturity and value. As a result, you will earn her respect and admiration. 3. Strong boundaries. We hold great respect for individuals who establish and maintain personal boundaries. For example, let's say you went on a date with a girl, and there appears to be a connection between the two of you. However, when you attempt to initiate a kiss, she stops you and politely explains that she doesn't kiss on a first date. How would you perceive her in that moment? It's likely that you would view her as someone who possesses self-respect, and her value would increase in your eyes. Here's the key point: nearly everyone has boundaries. This is evident when you become angry or resentful when others treat you in a certain manner. However, the issue arises when we compromise our own boundaries for certain individuals. For many guys, it is often the attractive girl from whom they seek approval. They do this under the assumption that it will make her like them more. In reality, the opposite is true. Try to persuade a person by appealing to their consciousness. What hope do you have? You are just one more irritation to be tuned out. Demonstrating to a woman that you uphold personal boundaries speaks volumes about your character. It communicates that you are a principled individual who will not blindly cater to her simply because she is attractive. For instance, if you have specific hours of the day when you refrain from texting or taking calls due to your busy schedule, make it known to her. While most men would be tempted to make an exception for her, it would be a mistake to do so. In fact, it will earn you more admiration by informing her that during those times you are occupied and do not accept calls from anyone, including her. Considering that most men she encounters often yield to her desires, this will set you apart from the rest. 4. The word that makes you stand out. Women tend to subject men to tests, sometimes consciously and often instinctively. They are constantly assessing your limits and boundaries to determine what they can get away with. However, if they realize they can push the boundaries without any consequences, they are likely to become bored with you. Therefore, a man who is capable of saying no is a powerful individual. This connects directly to the establishment of strong boundaries. For example, let's say you are friends with a girl, and she asks for your assistance with her assignments. You agree to help her the first time, but then she repeatedly asks for more help without showing any regard for your efforts. Instead, she acts as if it is your obligation to fulfill these favors for her. In such a scenario, do you think this girl would genuinely respect you? It's hard to feel attracted to someone who has abandoned her sense of autonomy. Let me clarify, there is nothing inherently wrong with assisting a friend. However, if that friend repeatedly seeks your help without being willing to learn from you or showing concern for the effort and stress you endure to assist them, it becomes evident that they are simply using you. Conversely, when she continues to ask for your assistance with her assignments, but you make it clear that she must learn to do it herself, otherwise you will have to cease helping her, she will realize that you are not easily manipulated. This will either earn you her respect or reveal her as a superficial friend. Final words. These aspects create a stronger desire in a woman because they subtly demonstrate that you are a man of high value. Here's what many men fail to comprehend: by upholding your boundaries with a woman, you communicate that you have personal standards. When a man with standards shows interest in her, it becomes flattering to her. Your adherence to standards and your willingness to walk away convey the message that she, too, must put in effort to keep you interested. When you make a woman feel like she has won you over, you have effectively seduced her. If you enjoyed watching this video, don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, so you don't miss any new facts. Let us know your thoughts about this video in the comments section down below, and feel free to stay and enjoy it until the end. Also make sure to check out our next highlighted video, and we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.